like a sliver of time, we're at 300. It might go back down after, but we got a 2-star rating. Awesome. Okay, so let's come out of fast mode. So what that means now is we've essentially got over 300 people in our place. Our restaurants still aren't doing very good, but they're doing a little bit better. More people there. But now what happens is we get more stuff. So see, for example, here I have security, so I can add in a security station. The rule of thumb here is to add security under every lobby. And if I hold down on security, I don't get anything yet. But if I hold down over here now, I suddenly get hotel rooms and I get service stations as well, which is super important too. We'll build in some hotel stuff. And then we still have our regular lobby, offices, etc. You'll also see we've got a service elevator that's specific for the hotel only. When we have a block of hotel rooms, you can put a service elevator for the cleaning staff to go up and down, which is helpful because then they're not clogging up other elevators and things like that. So yeah, that's essentially where we're at. So one thing that I would like to add is a security station, which is kind of important because if you do get something like a bomb threat, for example, you're going to want to have a security station in there. Otherwise, you can have part of your building blown up, and that's no fun. So we'll throw them in right beside our restaurants there, and that way we've got a little bit more relaxation when it comes to that sort of scenario. And look at that, that's like a perfect width to have some more offices there. So we'll do that too. Okay, so this could keep running all day long, but what we can do for now is maybe start adding in some condos and more offices when we've got a little bit more money. And we can also add an elevator separately. But yeah, it's just a lot of watching and waiting for these types of things. We can always, like I said, just keep checking on different areas, see how things are doing. There's also the finance window. How do I do that? There's like a way that you can see. Oh, right. So you can see the evaluation. So this will just generally highlight all the places in your building where people have issue. You know, good is yellow, excellent is blue, red being terrible, of course. Pricing shows you exactly where everything is priced. So right now we're kind of middle of the road in terms of our pricing, which is good. And then the hotel itself, we don't have any hotel rooms yet. So red would be dirty rooms, which would imply that you would need more cleaning services. We're not quite there yet. So in the meantime, we need more money. So we'll just let this run a little bit. Because I'd like to have a couple more floors of offices before I start adding condos and other things like that. Alright, we have $500,000, so we can do probably maybe 2 more floors of offices before we run out of money. Then we gotta make sure that we're connecting these with stairs so that people can actually get to them. Maybe we can only do 1 floor of offices for now. Yep, it's looking that way. And I have enough for 1 more staircase, that's good. Okay, very good. Fire that onto fast mode again for a bit. Let that run. No transportation connected, you say? Well, I gave you some stairs. Can you use some there? Alright, so maybe... How much is an elevator? Ooh, Santa Claus is coming. Let's slow down just for a second and see if we can catch him. Map window. He's usually up in the sky somewhere. Maybe we missed him. I like how it rains in Christmas in this game. Yeah, I think we missed it because we're suddenly in our second year. Okay, so let's go back down to our tower here. So we have 437 people hanging around in our tower now, which is awesome. I think 1,000 is the next milestone for us. Oops. Yeah, and I think we need to get an elevator in there. That's going to help out with our cause. So we'll throw one of those in there. And let me just see our map window for a moment because I want to see about where we're at. I guess you can put elevators on the ends of the building. And we'll just extend that up there like that. There we go. So that essentially allows for our people to get up and down from the different areas. And another thing that you can do is keep your elevator doors open longer. And if you do that, then it just allows more people to actually get on board rather than the door slamming shut. And what that permits is more people to be traveling at the same time, which is good. So you can see as people turn pink, it means that they're getting stressed out. And when they turn red, they're very stressed. So another thing that you can do is add more cars to your elevator shaft. And they're very, very necessary for floors that have offices. People that are in offices will load up that elevator quite quickly during the day, especially at times when they're going to be leaving. And if you see a huge group of people, for example, accumulating on one floor, you can put a second car in your elevator shaft, which will allow for those people to get picked up. Right? So that's just the kind of thing that you want to be getting at. So mostly people will be pretty happy if they do have a shorter wait for the elevator. Okay, so we're doing pretty good. So I'm inclined at the moment to just extend our lobby a little bit more. And then build another couple of offices here. Of course. Pop into fast mode quickly. Put one more up there. And eventually you get express elevators, you get a whole bunch of other things that facilitate better motion through your building. It's really important to think about that sort of thing when you're designing your building, right? Because you want traffic flow to go well and you want people to be happy, or else they're not going to stay. And so far we're good. Like, we haven't had anybody leave our offices. People seem pretty satisfied, generally speaking. Now, if we go over to this side, we might see a complaint about the elevator being too far away, something like that. Oh, no, people are okay with the elevator where it is, apparently. And we can check on our shops. Business is looking good for a lot of them. Well, that's good news. Yeah, we're doing well. Okay. So if we take a look at our map window, we can see our tower is still quite little in the grand scheme of things here. And when we get up to 1,000 people, we'll start getting even more things that we can add into our tower, which is awesome. But for now, we should probably keep building up whenever we get some more money. And maybe we can do a floor of hotel rooms, because that might be fun. Now, they're $20,000 a piece, so I don't want to put one in until we actually have the ability to have a cleaning station put in as well. But first thing that we should do is pull that elevator up to the 6th floor so so that when we do start adding them, that it's not going to be problematic. Unless we just start with a cleaning station. And that's 50 grand, so we definitely don't have that. Well, let's see if we put in a few hotel rooms. If it'll be rented right away. And we can just hold out for a moment and see how that's going to go. Is anybody going to rent this tonight? Doesn't appear that way yet. Alright, so we're in the middle of this evening part. Oh, we did get one person staying there. Cool. So let's add... Oh, we don't have enough money. Let's see how they like it here. Oh, they're quite happy for $2,000. Damn right, they better be happy. I like how they're in their little robe when they stand up. That's so cute. Who are you? Let's see if you come back again. We'll name you Jeremy. Okay, perfect. And now it's the weekend. So let's just go in fast mode here. We got people in our restaurants over the weekend, which is nice. Usually you see quite a big increase in money if you've got condos and other things happening in your place. So let's add some more hotels, because I think this room now is dirty and we've got no cleaning staff for it yet. So in the meantime, before people come in, let's just do... Oops. We'll do 10 rooms and then a service station. There we go. So now we'll see, if we scooch back over here, see there's a maid in there cleaning up the room. So that's super important. If you don't have that service station, all your rooms will be dirty, none of them will be rented, people won't want to be there. So nobody seems to be using this, and I think it's because people will only walk up 4 sets of stairs, maybe? Maybe that's why. So if I put steps the floor above, I wonder if that'll be helpful. Because I know people in hotels also have stairs. But we'll see if people use it, and if not, we'll just get rid of it. Alright, so in the meantime, what we can do is add some more hotels. They're a pretty good source of income for the most part. And I think, like, we can just wait and see here, but I think that that should be enough maid service, because I don't know what the rule of thumb is, like how many service stations you need per how many rooms, but I think that that should be alright. So business is still really good everywhere. This is great. And it might even be good to have in a second security station at some point. Because if that bomb threat does happen, then you want to have lots of people on hand to run through your building and to find it. That's why it's a good rule of thumb, every lobby floor, which is every 15 floors, you want to have security there. Alright, so we're up to 550-ish people in our place, and hopefully we make a nice chunk of change coming up. fast food definitely doesn't make that much money for you, but you get restaurants after, like fancier restaurants, which is kind of nice. So yeah, we've got lots of people in our hotels, which is super cute. I love watching the little people. Alright, so let's just fast mode through the night here. So making lots of money. So that's our hotel income, $2,000 for every room. So if people are checking out in the morning, you can do that. I read online too that another trick you can do to make more money is once people have checked into your hotel, you can actually increase the rent. And then by the morning when they check out, they'll pay you more. But again, it's you trying to play legitimately and not exploiting certain aspects of the game itself. So, yeah. And I guess we can continue on with more hotels. And we're going to put a service station on every floor because, again, you need to have that going, or else you're going to end up with cockroaches. It's pretty nasty. And we only have $2,000, so there's nothing we can do for the moment, so we'll just go back to fast mode and wait to make some more money. Rolling in dough now. There we go. That was a nice big chunk of change that we just got. So now we can actually do more stuff, which is great. Okay, so we'll add some more hotels here. Right now we're stuck with the 1 bedrooms. Eventually you can get like a 2-bedroom instead. You get 2 bedrooms and then you also get suites, which are kind of fun. There we go. We've still got some money left over, so what we might do is just expand our lobby by a little bit and then add in some more offices too. Not enough money for construction, as usual. We need 50 grand per office, so I understand, game. I can wait patiently. We also want to make sure that our rooms are getting cleaned. I think that they are. I think we're kind of a little bit overkill with service stations, but what we could also put in is a service elevator, but I think that it's 100 grand, so we gotta wait. Gotta get some fast mode going here. Because that's fairly essential as well. Okay, come out of fast mode. So we'll put in our service elevator. Oh, we're getting there. There. We'll spend out all of our money. And we want to extend that up by 1. So now our maids can go back and forth and clean up those rooms a little bit better, which is awesome. Okay. If we added some condos, we'd be rolling in cash. But I don't want to use condos just yet. Soon. Maybe after another floor of hotels after this one there, we'll add in some condos. But not yet. I'll just go back to fast mode too. It's the weekend, so we really want to skip right through. Alright. Now, we can finish adding in a couple more of these offices. Like so. And then now we can add in a couple more hotel rooms, I think. I'm going to push the limit here. I don't actually know how many we can add at the service station. But we'll try 15, with the nearest service station being like 15 rooms away, and see how that goes. Alright, and then in the meantime, I'm just going to increase our elevator up by 1 floor in both cases here, and we're going to add another row of hotel rooms. They're a pretty solid source of income. Oops, that's not what I want. I'd like a service station, please. Housekeeping, according to the game. Oops. And then we'll go over here and we'll just add in a whole bunch more rooms. By a whole bunch, I clearly only mean 2 more rooms. And we'll just let the game run for a minute or 2 here. Alright, so, how are we doing here? We've got not very much money. Alright, there we go. Our rent's coming in now. Hotel pay. So we'll add some more of these. And let's see. I feel like some of these rooms down here are still dirty. Yeah. And see, now we're getting complaints. Elevator is far away. So I wonder if it's because we have our housekeeping too far from these rooms. But maybe not. I guess we'll have to just watch and see what happens. See if they actually get to these rooms down here. And then if not, then we're just going to have to build another service station underneath them. These are all things I'm still learning about this game. Okay, so they do get there. They just take their time. Perfect. Okay. Well, then let's add in a couple more rooms. I think that that's the last one that we can add for the moment. offices have moved away yet. These people are pretty mad though. These elevator people, but I don't think that we have enough money to build a new car yet. So another thing that we can do too is put, I think, I forget how to change which floor they default to. I want them to start here. Does that fix it? Oh yeah, it does. There we go. So they go to the lobby instead of to the basement. And I guess we should try to put in an elevator car every odd numbered floor, and then later on when you do another elevator you put them every even numbered floor or something to kind of balance it out a little bit. That's what I've heard is a good idea. So over here we've got clean rooms all the way across, so people will go in there. That's great. So what we can do next is finish off this floor of hotels. Once we get paid, so we'll go fast mode and we'll zip through the night. Very good. So we've got lots of money now. We can finish off this floor. Okay, very good. So now that that's finished, what we want to do is maybe add in some condos. And condos cost 80 grand a piece, so we might just have to wait. Might have to zip through, because we're on the weekend, we're not going to make money for a bit. So we'll just zip through until we get 80 grand and then we'll build our first condo. Okay, that was very fast. Okay, awesome. So what we'll do now is we'll add in some condos and they'll sell right away, and you'll see your money is just going to get higher and higher and higher whenever you're building condos, because people want to live in your tower. And then people in condos don't use stairs. So we'll do a couple of floors of condos, because they'll really help out with getting our population up. And you'll notice I'm not extending our service elevator either, because it's only for cleaning service for the hotel room, so we don't need to do that just yet. Oops, I gotta put up my thing here. And we're getting pretty close to our next lobby floor as well. So on the 14th floor, I want to build more restaurants and then a lobby and then put more offices on top. So we'll just keep building condos right up till there. Go all the way up to 15 here. And this will be helpful because then I can just build up like this. Like so. And you'll see we're not losing any money here. We're just gaining money. Awesome. Another thing that you should also keep in mind for this game is you only want to build like stuff with other like stuff. So you don't want to be putting hotels and condos on the same floor, because condo people will complain about hotel users, right? So, because they'll be loud and other kinds of things. You got to keep all that stuff in mind when you're deciding where to place things anyway. But so far so good. I think we're in pretty good shape. So on our 14th floor here, I want to add in restaurants. So more fast food here. And we're going to go all the way across. across with this, because then we're going to add a lobby every 15th floor. It's important. Our express elevators only stop at lobbies, and they only stop every 15 floors. So if you don't put a lobby in, your express elevator doesn't stop. So that's bad news. You don't want that to happen to you. Okay, and I'm also going to add in this floor portion now, because I would like to extend my lobby completely so that I can build right across with offices coming up. And you can see with our condos now, our population's gone up a ton, which is what we want. Okay, awesome. So we're on our way here. Oops. Come back down. Alright, so now we're going to build the lobby. I'm going to put that right across. Okay, awesome. So now from here, we can start doing more offices again. And we can just actually, we'll raise this up because we'll do a couple of floors of offices again. And we can put stairs between them too, which will help with the stress. Awesome. That's exactly what we want. Did I even put a security office down here? No, of course I didn't. I went right to the end with hotels. We want to make sure that we get that security office in there. And these offices are being filled literally as they're being built. And we're going to cross that 1,000 mark anytime. Right on. Okay, so here we are. This is great. So now, when our building is this big, it's kind of nice to grab the map window and take a look around. Come back down here, see how things are going. We've got lots of angry people in this tower, so we can start putting more cars in. We should also put some up here. Oh, I don't have enough money. Okay. So we've blown all of our money, which is okay. I love how the sound effects change too, depending on where in your building you're actually looking. But we're doing alright. No one in our offices is left yet. Moved away. Everyone's still there, which is a good sign. If people start moving, then you know that you're in trouble. Then you gotta go through and manually change rent for all the rooms and stuff like that, so you don't want to be doing that. Yep. Okay, so in the meantime, let's pop on up to fast mode here. So we can get some cashola and keep building away. Wow, floor 15 definitely needs an elevator car. Okay, let's do this. Absolutely a requirement. Yeah, and then the more diverse types of rooms that you have in your tower, the more money that you'll make. Because otherwise you're going to be in trouble just waiting around all the time. Like if you only have offices, you're only ever going to get income from offices, right? And if you only have condos, you only get a sale when you sell them, right? So it gets to be a little bit tedious. And right now we're on a weekend, so we've got a big pile of nothing going on. You can see most of our tower is dark, but our restaurants are just bustling, so that's good news. But yeah, our live-in people are going to bring a little bit more business to our restaurants now. Let's see on the weekend how our restaurants are doing. Very few customers. That's alright. We'll get more people as we build more offices. They're gonna want to eat lunch, so yeah, these are all just kind of meh. Security office just tells you how many people there are. We can rename the security guy. We'll call him Gus for fun. Alright. Let's do that. Now, we'll just go fast mode. Make some money here. Alright. So let's have a look. Yeah, so you can see here some of our offices are now empty. I'm gonna guess that people are unhappy. Conditions are terrible, apparently. So if we try to bump it down to $5,000, sometimes that fixes it. My rule of thumb is just go all the way back down to $2,000, simply because it's going to prevent you from having to change it again in the long run. And if you bring it down to 2, you're automatically going to re-rent that office. So you could just go back down to $5,000, but then you got to do it twice if they move out again, right? So we want to do that, just like that. And then this will help to bring our population back up. You can see up here it's fallen below 800 now because all these people have left, which I had a feeling. It's almost like it's programmed into the game that people start to leave after a certain amount of time. So we'll just keep dropping that rent. Elevator's far away. We'll fix that soon whenever we get a new... like when we extend our building, we're going to get an express elevator soon, which should take care of some of the traffic. And once we get up over 1,000 people, we also get parking. We get a whole bunch of stuff, so it'll work out well. Conditions are terrible. Well, it's really hard not to take this type of thing personally, because like you put in restaurants, you give these people extra elevator shafts, you're spending all this money, and then people are just crapping on you pretty well. It's not very nice. Just saying. Alright, so once we get all of these down to 2,000, we'll probably see a surge the next business day. I think those are the ones I just did, yeah. This is the only tedious part of this game, is manually going through and changing all this stuff. That's why it's nice to have a smaller tower rather than this monstrosity of a skyscraper later on. Like, you can always expand later, right? But for the time being, it's good to start small, or else it just feels so overwhelming and it makes you want to quit. I think you can only have a total of 8 elevators, and elevators only go 30 floors. Is that the one I just did? Stairs are far away. I'm sorry. Did I not put in a second set of stairs over this way? Oh no, I didn't. Okay, well maybe I can do that, and then that'll cheer some people up. Where are my other steps down here? I'd like to ideally line them up a little bit. So kind of over there. There we go. Maybe that'll cheer them up a little. And hopefully that'll get some people moving. So you can also put 2 cars per floor as well. And and that should also help to combat some natural heat. But a lot of that strain will be alleviated once we get that express elevator in and a couple of hundred patrons, so it should be good. And let's just go check on our hotel rooms. I think our hotel rooms will always just do well. The only time you run into issues with them is if they're not clean, then people don't want to rent them, of course. But we can also get out our map window and just see evaluation, how people are feeling about it. Yeah, see these restaurants, they'll pick up. Okay, so let's fast mode here, just for a moment. Oops. Alright, so our offices have been re-rented. This is good news. Just too far, too far. Alright, so I'm thinking what we could do is maybe add in a couple more floors of condos right above the offices here. And I say this because they're quick cash and it's going to really help us get up to that 1,000 mark, and then we can add more hotels later on. But for the moment, it would be nice to just get some people living in our tower. And that way we can start putting in new stuff and then expanding too. So we're pushing up very close to 1,000 people now. We're into the 900s, which is good news. We should also increase these offices here. And that'll allow us to put in that many more people. Oh, we're getting up awfully close. Let's see if we hit 1,000 here. Really? Okay. Excellent. Okay, so we've got our 3-star rating now. So this is good because this gives us a lot more variability in what we can build. And we can really start to expand and increase our tower.